Hello, you guys, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the biggest thing. I was watching one video. I'm going to give credit, shout out to this person, the Rosie Life. If you've been checking out her channel, if not, please make sure go check out her channel. She was talking in her video and something clicked me, and I get the inspiration for this video, so I'm going to talk about it. Wow, I'm getting the goosebumps to talk about it because that was the thing that a lot of the people have stuff with. So I'm going to talk about the focus. The focus, we say that our focus is our energy, is our attention, and we say focus on thing, don't focus there, don't do that. Focus on what you want and do this affirmation, do this technique, do this strategy, do this method. But I want to tell you one biggest myth, and in fact one biggest problem, or I think problem is the wrong word. One biggest thing about the focus that nobody really talks, or very few people talk, and she talk about in her video. You can check out her channel. It's the Rosie Life Manifestation channel. You can very well search for Rosie Life and it's gonna pop up. So let's talk about this thing about the focus. I'm gonna share my own thing with that. I took this thing, I got inspiration from that, and that's why I'm giving her a credit. But I'm gonna cover it in my own words, in my own way. That's gonna be more easy. Let's dive in. Hello, you guys. If you're interested, give this video a big thumbs up, consider subscribing. And I'm Parshvika. For those of you guys who don't know, welcome. We talk a lot about manifestation, self-improvement, feminine energy, relationship, all that jazz. And we have two short mini courses if you're interested. The one course is about feminine energy, masculine energy. Another course is all about manifesting relationship. The links are in description along with the female self-care planner. Anyways, so we say that we gotta focus on these things, focus on what that you want, your energy, like focus is your energy. Wherever you're focusing, the energy flows, you get that. One thing we forget, that we see that in the manifestation, like Neville Goddard said, live it from the end, live in the end state or the wish fulfilled state. When you are living in that wish fulfilled state, when you already have that thing or whatever you want, you already have it, you're not going to think about it at all. For example, if you want to manifest a car or a Ferrari, whatever, you're not going to think about every single day or every single minute or every single second. You're not going to affirm about it, you're not going to imagine about it. Sometimes maybe, but not on a daily basis, like putting a schedule to do these techniques, strategies and methods. No, you're just gonna think about it and you're gonna totally forget about it. You're not gonna constantly think about it. So that means when you have something, you're not thinking about it. Your focus is not about thinking that I want this thing or I have this thing or I'm gonna enjoy it. No, you just take it as a normal. You just like totally forget about it. And that is the biggest problem with the focus, is that people say focus, 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 persist, persist, persist. But I think that everybody is right, but something you gotta put in the perspective. When you focus too much, you're not gonna live from the end, because when you already have the thing, you're not gonna focus on that thing. You're not gonna think about that thing. Like if you already have a black hair like me, you're not gonna think about the black hair every single day or affirm that I want black hair or something like that. No. You just be normal about it and you're like, okay, I want it, it's gonna coming, okay, fine. You totally forget about it and live your life. That is the wish fulfilled state. That is the end state, because when you have something, you don't think about it because it's like a normal thing for you. You don't have that, okay, you are happy, you're grateful about it, but you don't overdo in terms of thinking too much about it, focusing too much about it, doing techniques, strategies or whatever. No, you're just easy about it, you just normalize it. The same thing you gotta do when you want something that you want, even you're manifesting. Nothing wrong with the techniques, nothing wrong with rewiring with your subconscious mind. Like so much content out there about the manifestation, literally so much. I can tell you, in these 2 years I tried so many of them, and some of them work, some of them didn't work. But now I feel like there is more to the manifestation. There is more than what we want. When we think that we want that, we won't get that, or we really want that, when it's gonna coming, we are focusing so much on that we are ignoring the present life, the things that you're living right now, wherever you are, with whom you are, whatever you're eating or whatever you're doing. You're ignoring that. You're focusing only on what you want. You're focusing only on the future. It's nice to focus, but then when you have that thing, you're not gonna focus on that. Think for a second, sit with this thought, because When I have this moment, when I was watching her video, I had this moment, I was like, wow, she said something that was mind-blowing. That was really amazing. If you have something, you're not going to focus about it. You're not going to do strategies or methods, a form, visualization. You're not going to do anything about it. Just going to totally forget about it, live your life and normal, whatever. That's about living the wish fulfilled. That's about having what you want. That's all they talk about, the manifestation jazz. So, but the other concept that people say, focus, persist. And I can tell you, I was persisting in something that I really wanted. I was affirming, visualizing, everything was amazing. But after few days, not few days, after few weeks, I really feel that I don't want to do it anymore. Of course, I didn't get that thing exactly what I want, but I did started receiving the breadcrumbs. And I was like, okay, I feel like I don't need to do these techniques anymore because I already have it. And it hit me that when I am doing techniques, in the beginning it was amazing, it was fun, but after that it was feeling like I'm forcing myself to do them. I'm forcing myself to affirm, forcing myself to visualize, when it's totally not necessary, because when you have something, you're not going to affirm 10 times in a day, 20 times in a day. You're not going to do the robotic affirming because it doesn't make any sense. And then I realized I don't need it anymore. I don't have to do it anymore. And that thing normalized. So now I don't do any techniques anymore, no affirming, nothing. And I'm just living my life. Because before that I was focusing so much on these techniques, trying to reaffirm, trying to watch the videos, trying to do every possible thing that I could, learn more, get more, or there is more secrets, there is more deep, as much as I can go deep, because I love to go deep in the things which I'm really passionate about, or really whatever. So, and then I realized there is no more secret. This thing is pretty straightforward, but we guys actually mixed up thinking that we gotta do something, we gotta affirm, we gotta focus, we gotta persist. But we forget, we don't have to persist. We just think about it and leave it. That's it. You might have seen some things in your life that you don't really care about it at all, whether they come or they don't care. You think about it, maybe affirm, I don't know, maybe visualize, and you totally forget about it, and out of the blue they manifest. Sometimes within a day, within a week, within a month, within a year, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So that is the another thing, like, about the focus. So I'm not saying the people who are saying focus or persist is wrong, but this is the one thing that you can keep in mind when you feel like you're forcing yourself to focus. Nothing wrong with focusing when you feel joyful, when it makes you happy, when you're following your joy and happiness, when you love to visualize, when you love to affirm. There is nothing wrong with that. But then when you feel like you're pushing yourself to do something, stop there. When you feel like you gotta do something, you don't want to do it, but you gotta do it, stop doing it. So, okay, I see here another point. So when you want to focus, when you want to persist, and when you not want to focus or don't want to persist, like, there are the two things that I see right now. The one thing is that when you want to focus, when you feel joyful, when it's easy, normal, it's fun, it makes you happy, it makes you enjoyable, it's great that you want to think about it or imagine or visualize, when you are in the flow, okay, then it's nice to focus on it. But when you feel like you're forcing yourself to focus, when you're forcing yourself to affirm, like you're in the middle of the street talking with your friends and you're like, oh, I missed my affirmations casual, I gotta affirm, and you're forcing yourself going to the toilet and affirming. No, don't need to do that. Don't need to do that. At times you don't need to focus it because you're forcing yourself. And that's not gonna work. You don't have to force. I mean, you have already been manifesting. Everybody is already manifesting and creating their life without even realizing it. And we don't force that thing, and things happen. So this is the one differentiation. This was not covered in our video, but it's like my own download information that I just now get, like how to differentiate when you should focus and when you should not focus. So focus only when it makes you happy, when it feels joyful, it feels normal, you're not forcing yourself, it's amazing feeling, then focus. But when it feels like you're forcing, you have to do this, you have to affirm 10 times, robotic affirming, visualizing, otherwise you're not going to get what you want, stop there. Don't do it. Don't focus. Don't persist. So hopefully you get something out of it. Let me know. Because this is like a little bit deep concept and we are going to the next level, because usually people talk a lot about focusing, persisting, but this is something that very few people talk about it. Let me know if it resonates, and if you have any questions, any queries, also let me know. I'll see you the next time. Bye.